Today's Slattery sales tip: overcome isolation. Isolation is a concept that we talk about a lot at the Slattery Sales Group. Isolation is simply the distance between a decision and its consequences. In a complex sale, you will have to contend with and overcome isolation at your prospect enterprise. One person might make a decision in one area of the business, for example, delaying your sale by asking for a 13th demo. And the negative consequences of that choice accrue to another area of the business, usually to the area funding the problem you solve. But because of isolation, because of that distance, the person who is currently funding the costs and consequences of the problem you solve is probably not yet aware they're funding the problem at all. They just know that they'd like things to be better, but they don't really have a lot of clarity about how or why or how to get there. They're probably not aware that the problems they're living with, like longer time to market, lower margins, disgruntled clients, or lower top line revenues, stem from decisions that were actually made elsewhere in the enterprise. And they definitely aren't aware that you could solve those problems. But meanwhile, the self-proclaimed decision maker you're talking to, who's making the choice to drag out your sale by asking for that 13th demo, is probably immune to those costs and consequences since they are accruing elsewhere in the organization. So find and target the area that's ultimately funding the problem you solve. They're usually not the ones the sales team targets. There's never a single decision maker in a complex sale, and a seller who fixates on finding the decision maker will unnecessarily lengthen their sales cycle. Instead, focus on identifying and then overcoming isolation, and that will allow you to shorten your sales cycle considerably.